like to welcome you to Anchor Point Outdoors as we head to the outdoors with the lessons taught to us by our grandfathers and fathers. And turn those lessons into a passion to be shared with many more. So follow along with us as we start that journey. Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of Anchor Point Outdoors. Last week we went to Virginia on their youth hunt.
And that's always a great hunt with a good group.
Yeah, and it was nice to see Cooper, get his first bird, and Danny taking him out, and just that's what it's all about, seeing, Danny's face and Cooper's face when they, actually be able to get him his first bird was, is where it's at with us here at Anchor Point Outdoors. Even this week, we're going to be in Kentucky and Michigan, but Michigan, we're going to show you a hunt that my wife, she actually goes out and she actually harvests her first bird.
Yeah, that's what's so great about it is seeing the kids and people get their first animal and be able to share that experience with them. Yeah. It's awesome. Just like that, when Cooper shot his bird, he jumped up. That boy was just so excited, handing me his shotgun, and he took off running for that bird, and that made my day right there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this week, even on my wife's, you're going to see the look on her face when she actually sees that bird go down, and she wasn't sure she was even going to like it, and now she's hooked. She goes every year, and we've actually had a chance to actually been able to harvest a few birds now, but
and even though you'll see here up in the Kentucky video with Bruce and Mike, you'll see on Bruce's face too. He's been hunting for a long time, but he was like a little kid when he pulled that trigger.
Yeah, and we do bow and gun, and it's all about the experience with us, not really about the kill, and be able to just get out there and spend time, and like I said, this first hunt you're going to see here is where Michael and I, we make the trip down there. We do it every year. Normally Gary and Paul go with us, but this year it was just Michael and I when we headed down there, and we had a good time, got on some great birds. So let's get this next episode started as we're in the cabin and we're getting ready to head out and set out for that first morning. Well, we're down in Kentucky. We're in the second week of their season. We got a spot in the back. A lot of Toms hanging out in there. We're going to grab our gear and we're going to head out there.
First morning here. Out in the blind, just got daylight here about 15 minutes ago. Haven't really heard too much. It's been pretty much raining all morning. So they've been pretty quiet so far. So we're gonna give it a little bit here. I've been calling on and off here. But they're not very vocal this morning, so we're gonna wait it out. Hopefully it'll clear off here, it's supposed to. And maybe we can get them to start answering us.
As you can see, Michael and I, we got into the blind, and we had a lot of sign, a lot of turkey activity in the back. We knew they were roosting on the back side of that field, but it just with the rain and everything, we did not hear them fly down. They weren't really gobbling, they weren't really answering our calls. So Michael and I decided to pack it up, head back up, try to see if we could locate these birds, see if we could get anything to start answering us, with no luck. So about mid-morning, we decided to go back to that field. Knew those turkeys would be in the area. We just had all sorts of sign and everything of the turkeys being back there, so we went back there and we set up. As you'll see that the clouds kind of dissipated. The sun started coming out, made it a little bit more enjoyable sitting out there. And next thing you know, we no more got into the blind, gave a couple calls, and a couple times showed up at the far end of the field.
There's two big tops here. What we're gonna do, get them in close enough. We're gonna try to do a double here.
Double kill! Yes.
It's our first day in Kentucky. We could not ask for a better setup. Two long beards down.
Yeah.
Get out of the blind. We're gonna grab all of our stuff and go down and check these birds out.
Yeah.
Well, here they are. I tell you, we just pulled off a double here in Kentucky, and we're definitely a couple happy hunters here.
All right, welcome back, man. I tell you what, that looked like it was exciting. I had to give it to you guys with all the stuff that was going on, the cameras rolling, switching the guns out, and that. You guys kept your cool and definitely got the job done.
Yeah, it was. Michael and I, we seen those birds come out the backside of that field, and to actually double to get there in the morning that we had, not hearing anything, and then these two mature toms show up at the end of the field. That one just strutting, working his way towards the decoys. It took a little while, but after that first one went down, and we had it in there that we were going to try to, if there was any way for us to try to double and get both these birds on the ground, we were going to try to do it. And
to get two birds at the same time like that.
And for us to travel from Michigan down to Kentucky and be able to, like I said, be able to get that our first afternoon out, our first day of hunting, and then, that really set the hunt up, and, really was enjoyable for both Michael and I to have that experience. So, well, now we're going to head up to Michigan, where we're actually hunting our own property that we have up there. We had a bunch of birds roosting on the backside of our property in the hardwoods, and, and Tracy actually drew her first tag that year. So, it was a perfect opportunity for us, having the birds roosting on our property and her drawing the second season tag, that, we were going to work and these birds were getting fired up. They were just, it was just going to be a perfect time of the year for her to try to get her first bird.
Yeah, it always makes it nice, especially, in Michigan, you draw that tag, you've only got a week to get that bird. It's nice to know you got birds sitting waiting for when the season opens up. Yeah,
and she wanted to take it with a bow, and I tried to really convince her, let's do it with the shotgun. She hadn't really shot a lot of guns at that point, she did a lot of bow hunting. But I told her, your first bird, let's try to get it with a shotgun, So she really didn't shoot this gun prior to going into this, and it was quite a surprise, as you will see.
Yeah, there's a little bit of story behind the shot.
It was actually an experience that I know she will never forget, the shotgun or the bird itself. But it was actually a good time for us to be able to share, for me to see her shoot her first bird. We're going to pick this hunt up as wife and I are in the blind and the birds are on their way in. So let's take a look.
Well, we're out here for our first turkey. on to the season. Tracy's up. Hot Gobbler's over here. Across the road, we're gonna see. We got our setup. We're gonna see if we can't call them. Got the Hannah Banana call here. Been working great. We're gonna see if we can't get them called in. This one right here. He's going to do noise. He's spaced out.
Did it kick a little?
It didn't.
Tracy just put the smack down on a big old gobbler. They were fired up this morning. Thanks to the Hannah Banana call, we got it done today. Congratulations. This is Tracy's first bird ever, so we're gonna go down and check it out. Nice one too. Congratulations.
Well, I'll tell you, Bruce, that bird really put on a display. I'm sure between nerves and adrenaline, she probably didn't know what to do.
I don't know if I was more nervous for her to make sure she was able to get a shot on that, but we all know. I mean, we've always been there and taken our first deer, first turkey. Doesn't matter. Your heart's going, and I just wanted to make sure that she got an opportunity. And this bird come up on the wrong side of us, and then he started headed out. So as you'll see, as you've seen, she had to reposition a little bit, but smile on her face, knowing that she got that bird on the ground, and you could hear him drumming. You could hear that, and it was a blast. And she was hooked from that point on. She was actually hooked to it. The following year we had them same birds roosting on our property, and she drew another tag. She drew that second season again, and once again she wanted to head out there. So we're in the same little field on our property, and once again we're in the blind, and the birds are headed our way. So let's take a look at that footage.
You can see Tracy got her first bird of the season. We're just starting out here for Anchor Point. Had a good morning. Thought they were going to work our way away from them. Just had to wait a little bit. Nice bird. Probably about a good 8-9 inch beard on him. Come in just drumming. Seen the decoys, brought him right in. We were going to use the crossbow, and it just, the way the birds were reacting, taking off, wasn't sure. But once we got everything switched around, there was no, we committed. So we decided just to get Tracy her second bird. This is her only second season. So it was fun. We're just starting out. We're gonna hopefully have a few more down on the ground here before too long. Nice bird. Nice big bird. Good job.
Well, again, that's second year in a row. Them birds, they come down through there. That Tom come following. He was like he was on a string. Come right into her, and she got the job done again.
You know, and we're actually looking forward to this year. I mean, we're only a couple weeks away from the opener in several different states that we hunt. You know, Virginia, Kentucky.
We've got the youth hunt in Virginia coming up, and then the regular season starts.
Yeah, so, you know, we're looking forward to it. So we thank you for tuning in. So from Brad and I, hope everybody gets a chance to get out there and do a little turkey hunting this year. And maybe we'll see you in the woods.
Good luck.
This episode was brought to you by Vita Rax. If you want the maximum antler growth for your deer, give Alan a call today and get your deer started out on Vita Rax. Also brought to you by Apple Tree Game Feeders. When you want the most versatile and quietest feeder on the market, you get yourself an Apple Tree Game Feeder.